Okay, I've got my posts cut and I've set them out on the table to where they need to be. So you can see I now have a nice starting point and an end point. Now the next thing we need to do is find our top and bottom portions of our down rail. So that way we can have this nice frame and we'll be able to put our pickets in the middle of the frame. So how do we find the angles that we need to cut into those top and bottom sections of the rail? Very, very easy, and here's how you do it. I have my material here that I've cut, my 1 inch, and these are going to be my top and bottom sections. Now I'm going to take this material and I'm just going to set it right on top of my bars here, right on top of my posts. So you can see it's resting right on top. Now you can see on my table where I've drawn my steps that I can see where the edge of my steps are going to be. Okay? Now that this is running along there, what I'm gonna do now is just eyeball this. I'm just gonna eyeball this. I'm just gonna move it with my fingers kind of up and down my posts to make sure that I have the same distance from the top of this step to the bottom of this channel or post, or excuse me, bottom section is here. So it all kind of looks good. Now I'm not concerned in the slightest about all of my measurements being the same. I'm really not. Why? Because I'm really just eyeballing this. I want to make sure that everything looks right. Now the only thing I'm concerned about is the spacing in between my end posts. So as long as I have the same measurement in the middle of my posts, from inside post to inside post all the way up and down the post, then I know that those are going to be square. Those are the only measurements that I'm really concerned about being precise. All right, so the next thing is I'm just going to eyeball this. I'm going to look straight down and start to draw a little line here. By no means is this an exact measurement, right? But you can see I can see here, I've just eyeballed it, that's where I'm gonna need to cut. All right, so you're gonna do that on the other side, and we're gonna take our angle grinder, hacksaw, or whatever it is you have, and we're gonna cut that angle. Now remember, especially when you're using your angle grinder, it's very important if you're cutting down to make sure that you keep that angle grinder, keep your path straight. It's very easy to get off just a little bit and put a little bit more of an angle into that material. All right, so the next part of the plan is to weld our top and bottom sections to our posts. That's gonna give us, and that'll complete basically our outer frame.